Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Tool Show with me, Master Dan, the Journeyman shooter. And today we're going to be having one of our weekly coffee time segments here where we're just going to talk and, I don't know, have a little bit of coffee. I'm going to try to make this one a little bit quicker than the usual ones because, I don't know, I don't want to make it too long for you guys so you guys can enjoy something and get back to your day and have your coffee with a master level electrician and just kind of enjoy life because that's all you're here for. You're here for a good time, not a long time. And my tripod's kind of messed up, so everything's going to be a little bit shaky sometimes in these until I buy a new one somehow. But I'm just trying to figure that one out myself of how we're going to do that. But it's coming along. So today's lesson, I was thinking, what's a good lesson? I was remembering there was one job site that I was on, and I was thinking about these guys, and today's lesson is Rushin. Привет. That means hello in Russian. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the kind of Russian I was talking about today. What I wanted to talk about was rushing the job. You can't rush the job that you're on because you're going to have to do it again. You got to put some pride in what you're doing, and that's always been kind of the thing that I've always kind of talked about there. And being a proud person of your work is all you can do. You can't do much more than that, but rushing the job, that's not smart, because I remember one time I was on this job site where there was these two young guys, and they were doing drywall, and they were rushing because the boss said, if you guys can finish this job before like 2 o'clock, I'll let you go and you guys can have the whole day paid for and everything. But the problem with that is these guys, they rushed so fast that the drywall they were putting in basically started to fall off the wall by the time they even left. So they ended up having to stay twice as long just to fix the wall because I couldn't do my job with the drywall not installed. So it was a mild nightmare for these two guys, and I think they only got paid for the part of the day because they had to redo all the work, and it's kind of crazy. So rushing is not a good thing, and that's part of life. It's dangerous. People have died because jobs have been rushed. I was watching a show on the Empire State Building actually the other day, and 14 people died building the Empire State Building just because they were rushing the job to try to meet these deadlines. I think it was the Chrysler Building was just before built, and it took a little bit longer, but only one person ended up dying on that job. But these are major jobs, and if you end up rushing people, it's a deadly thing. Because even in Germany, I think it was the 32 or whatever, the Germany Berlin games, the 35 games or 33 or whatever, the one that Hitler was the leader still for Germany, he had all of his best tunnel makers brought to the main Berlin, the city of Berlin, so that they could actually build this tunnel under the one street because they needed to get the infrastructure up, and he wanted to make it show off what he was building. So he brought in all the best tunnel makers in Germany, and he had them all work so hard, and he was rushing them. He kept telling them they've got to move faster and faster and faster, and eventually they were going so fast that they ended up undermining this one area, and 16 of the best miners the best tunnelers in all of Germany ended up passing away on this one single day where the tunnel collapsed on them, and it ended up causing a lot of trouble. There was major riots. The people, they almost didn't allow the Berlin games to go on because of this, and it was a dangerous thing. It's not something you want to see, because especially when you're just a tradesman, you're just doing a job. It's not like you're the leader of the pack where you're making a ton of money and you're getting a lot out of this. You're just doing a job that you believe and that you love, and there's nothing else you can do. You got to work hard and you got to try your best, but deadlines are always something that's getting crazier and crazier, especially with these extreme home shows where they end up making you do a show renovation in a couple days that should have taken a couple months because they just have the power to buy as many people as they want. But not everybody has that kind of thing, and that's why a lot of people skimp out and get cheaper people to kind of help out, and it causes problems later on in life where there are fires, there are accidents, there are things that go wrong. So you have to make sure that you hire the right people, you hire trained people, you hire people that are knowledgeable, smart, and you're taking good pride in that, because that's a good thing. But you can't rush them, though, is the other thing, because these people are smart and they're good, but they only have limits. We're just humans, and that's it. We're just all floating on this rock through space. There's not much else you can do, so you can't be rushing on that stuff. You just gotta be smart. So that's about it for today. That's your Russian lesson. It's привет. That means hello. I'm pretty sure that means hello. If not, I'm way off. I've been kind of taking Russian, but I know that the Rosamaha is the Russian Wolverine. So if you're ever wanting to go check out the X-Men movie, then you can just say Rosamaha, and now you know the Russian Wolverine. So, for Tool Show, I'm Master Dan, the Journeyman shooter. Get out there and try to be, I don't know, smart. Have a good day. Don't rush. Thank you so much.